watch sitting down and eat.
From the Warner Brothers Studios, here she is now, Ellen DeGeneres.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Ellen Show. Hope everyone's as hyped as I am. So today we're going to talk about continues from last episode. We're going to talk about sexual orientation. I know it's a little tricky situation here. Last week we talked about the nurture side of sexual orientation, where we had our guest speaker John Locke talk about nature versus nurture, and nurture was more of, his belief was it's a blank slate, and that everyone, because of our experiences, is who they're made to be. So they're thinking that nurture is more biased on environmental factors. So today we're going to talk about the nurture side. And today with me I have our guest speaker, Mr. Dr. Josh, and he will explain nurture, and he was the one who, he's a famous author of the X Gene book. So I would like us to welcome Dr. John. Nice to meet you. How you been? So what is sexual orientation in your opinion?
Well, sexual orientation is simply a preference for same sex, opposite sex, or neither sex. When you get down to it, it's just just very.
That's very true. That's very true. What are some examples of sexual orientation?
Some examples, for instance, are just transgender. I don't think that's homosexual, bisexual, heterosexual.
What is the nature part about when it comes to nature versus nurture?
Well, with nature, if you read my book, which I'm assuming you know, we have actually isolated what I like to call the X gene, which is basically a recessive gene that's passed down through the parental line. It's not guaranteed that a child will have this gene, even if both parents have the gene, since it is recessive. It's not guaranteed.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I think we had some audience members who have questions about it. Do you have any audience members that have it?
So, if a child is raised by the same-sex parents, that child will be gay?
That's
No.
a good question. That's a good question.
That's not at all true. Like I said, it's a recessive gene. The likelihood of the child being homosexual will be increased if more family members have the gene, but it is not at all guaranteed.
I see.
I hope that answered your question.
It sure did.
Okay, so we're going to go to a brief commercial. When we come back from commercial, we're going to have our guest speakers who's going to tell us a little bit about their stories. So wait after these commercials.
From the Warner Brothers Studios, here she is now, Ellen DeGeneres.
All right, so I have a couple today that I wanted to bring up. They have been through a lot of diversity and have overcome a lot of things. So I wanted them to tell their story today. So if you could please welcome Jason and Jamie. Jason, nice to meet you. what obstacles did you incur? It's okay, you're nervous, it's okay.
I am like
You know, it's
literally
okay.
sweating.
I'm so excited. Well, we do have a million people watching, so. So, what obstacles did you incur when you decided to make this transformation?
I can't do that.
Okay, so we'll continue with Josh here. Okay, Josh. So, how do you feel like compared to your culture and other cultures? Do you feel like it's different? Do you think that normal people in different cultures give up the decision that you made?
Well, it's interesting because I feel like Americans actually are less open about this particular subject than other cultures are. One interesting thing in like Somali culture, for example, it's not normal for a male to be raised as a female characteristics and values.
That's true. I'm sure. I'm guessing she's former Polynesian.
Yes.
Great. All right. So we are going to go to commercial, and we're going to bring our next guest in. Okay. Okay. Welcome back. So today we're going to have our next guest speaker. She is one of my friends I've known for a long time. We started a great program in high schools. She is a teacher. So if I would like to welcome Miss Ing. How are you doing? So what made you decide to make this program?
I'm a teacher in high school, and I'm making a program how to educate with homosexual kids because I'm a homosexual. When I figured it out in high school, I need to deal with myself and people around me, like family, my friends in the same class. So I want to help my students, help them out how to figure out they recognize themselves and feel more comfortable.
So what are some of the things that the program offers for high school seniors deciding to come out?
Most important thing is they don't wanna they cannot get accept what themselves because when they see themselves they look different. It is not wrong thing, but they think they don't have relationship with opposite sex, so
So you help them come out to their family and try like outreach programs.
so I focus on it is not wrong situation. Just accept themselves and
Do we have any audience questions? For the teacher? All right. Okay, so that will be ending our program. Did anybody have any questions about sexual orientations or any comments?
I'm currently going through divorce because I hate my wife. Because I'm finally brave enough to admit that I'm gay. I've been hiding it for years.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I homeschool my children because I do not want them to be taught by a gay teacher.
We respect other people's opinions, and there are negative opinions and there's positive opinions, but we're all working towards it. So that is the end of the show.